Hey cat lovers, and welcome back to the Purring Journal, the channel where we decode all things feline. Even though scratching is a normal cat behavior, it can also be a destructive one. If your cat is scratching up furniture, it can be frustrating, not to mention costly. That's why we thought it would be helpful to reveal 5 of the main reasons why cats scratch furniture, as well as steps you can take to prevent further damage. If you enjoy learning about cat facts, behavior, breeds, and more, subscribe to the channel so you never miss an upload. Now let's get started. Number 1. Marking their territory. One of the primary reasons that cats scratch up furniture is to mark their territory. Cats are very territorial animals. It's a behavior that comes from their wild ancestors, as wild cats had to regularly mark and protect their territory from neighboring cats or other threats. Even though cats today, especially indoor cats, don't face the same territorial threats as their wild ancestors, they still have the innate desire to mark their territory. This can even be true for an indoor cat who is the only cat in the household. Even though it may seem silly, marking their territory is your cat's way of feeling secure in their environment. One of the main ways that cats mark their territory is through scratching. Cats have scent glands in their paws that release chemical scent markers or pheromones that are used to designate their territory. So if your cat is scratching up your furniture, floors, or walls, chances are they are trying to cover it with their pheromones. Cats mark their territory frequently, sometimes multiple times a day. So it is not uncommon for them to continue to scratch the same place or items, which can only lead to more damage to your furniture. Tip: invest in good scratching posts. One of the best ways to get your cat to stop scratching your furniture is by redirecting the behavior to a more appropriate outlet. Scratching is a natural cat behavior. In fact, it is even a healthy cat behavior. Therefore, you shouldn't try to eliminate the behavior altogether. It will likely be a futile effort anyway. Instead, redirect it. Invest in good quality scratching posts for your cat to relieve their scratching urges. You may have to experiment with different scratching posts before you find the right one for your cat. All cats have different preferences, so they may prefer different shapes, materials, and size for their scratching posts. Some cats like a vertical scratching post, while others only like horizontal ones. Some might also like more interactive scratching posts, like the ones built into cat trees or houses, while others might prefer a more minimal setup. The most popular materials for scratching posts are carpet, sisal, wood, and cardboard. These vary in price and longevity, so it's best to try to find out multiple options to see what best suits you and your cat. Number 2. Maintaining their claws. Just like we humans have plenty of self-care rituals, from brushing our hair to clipping our nails, cats do too. It is estimated that cats spend about 30 to 50% of their waking hours grooming themselves, which is around 2 to 5 hours a day for most cats. But while grooming is one of the more well-known cat self-care behaviors, it isn't the only one. Cats also spend a lot of time maintaining their claws. After all, like human nails, cat claws grow continuously throughout their lives and therefore need to be maintained. Cats in the wild would naturally wear their claws down, walking on uneven ground, hunting prey, and of course, scratching. Scratching is an efficient and stimulating way for cats to wear their claws down, and cats in the wild would use trees and other textured surfaces to keep their claws healthy and sharp. Today, cats seek out similar surfaces to use as natural nail files. In the house, that is often your furniture or walls. Since cats don't have as many opportunities as their wild ancestors to keep their nails trimmed, it is important to take responsibility for your cat's claws as a cat guardian. This is especially true for indoor cats and elderly cats. While the best way to make sure your cat is maintaining their claws without ruining your furniture is by providing plenty of scratching posts and boards, it may also be necessary for you to occasionally trim their nails. However, trimming a cat's nails can be a stressful and difficult job, especially if your cat is not used to it. This is why it is best to get cats acclimated to their paws being touched from a young age. But if that ship has sailed, not all hope is lost. Older cats can still be trained to tolerate nail trimmings, it just takes more time and patience. We'll have a link to our complete guide on how to trim a cat's nails in the description box below. Tip: think about placement. If you have plenty of scratching posts and your cat is still opting to scratch your nice furniture, the placement of the scratching post might be to blame. Make sure to place scratching posts or boards in an area that is both accessible and appealing to your cat. The best tactic is to simply put a scratching post in front of each target area. For example, if your cat scratches the side of your couch, put a scratching post in front of that side. After all, they picked that item for a reason, and its placement probably had a big role in that decision. Since you know they already like that spot, use that knowledge when placing a scratching post. You can also place scratching posts near areas that your cat likes to sleep and relax. Many cats like to scratch right after they've woken up as a way to stretch, so make sure to provide them something close to their sleeping place. Also, make sure to provide multiple scratching posts around your home to make sure that your cat always has a suitable place to scratch. That is not your furniture. Number 3. Expressing boredom. Aside from marking their territory and maintaining their claws, one of the biggest reasons why your cat is scratching your furniture is to express feelings of boredom. Cats are very intelligent creatures and they need a lot of stimuli to keep their minds and body engaged. They can quickly become bored, which can lead to less than favorable behavior, including scratching. If you suspect your cat is scratching out of boredom, look out for the other telltale signs like changes in appetite, increased vocalizations, aggression, or changes in sleep patterns. Tip: keep your cat entertained. The best way to prevent your cat from scratching your furniture out of boredom is to ensure that they are kept mentally stimulated. As a general rule, you should dedicate at least 20 to 30 minutes of playtime every day. Even though life can get busy, it is important to set aside time for your cat. Even though playtime may seem less important than other things like food and water, it is essential for keeping your cat happy and healthy. Boredom can quickly lead to lethargy and even depression. In addition to playing with your cat every day, you should also ensure that they have plenty of ways to stay busy even while you're not around. Independent toys like wall-mounted toys, tunnels, or toy mice are a great way to keep your cat entertained even when you're out of the house. You should also provide stimulation in their environment. From cat trees to shelves, don't forget to place at least one of these cat trees or perches by a window. Cats love to watch the outside world. If you're able to put a bird feeder outside the window, even better. That's essentially free cat TV. Number 4. Feeling anxious. Aside from boredom, scratching on your furniture could be an indication of another emotion: anxiety. Anxiety in cats can often manifest as excessive energy or repetitive behaviors. From excessive grooming to the point of skin issues to destructive behavior and aggression, anxiety can cause lots of behavioral issues in cats, including scratching furniture. To tell if your cat is scratching out of anxiety, pay attention to the other cues in their behavior and body language. If your cat is scratching much more frequently or in unusual places, it could be an indication that they are stressed. Anxiety in cats can also manifest as changes in mood, aggression, increased vocalizations, a change in appetite, lethargy, and more. Cats are more susceptible to anxiety when there are unexpected changes to their routine, like if you move or introduce a new animal into the household, for example. If you suspect your cat is anxious, it may warrant a trip to your veterinarian for treatment. Tip: take preventative measures. If your cat marked a certain area or piece of furniture as their territory, chances are the scratching is not going to stop without intervention. Once they've marked something with their scent, they'll feel they need to continually remark it to keep the scent fresh. So it's important to take preventative measures to make sure that your cat doesn't begin to habitually scratch your furniture. You can do this by eliminating the scent from the furniture entirely. After your cat has scratched your furniture, it is important to clean the area thoroughly, ideally with a mild solution of vinegar or baking soda, to eliminate any scent markers your cat may have left behind. If your cat doesn't have alternate scratching outlets, like posts or boards, this might not deter them. But if they do, there is no trace of the pheromones left on the furniture that they previously scratched, they might be more willing to give the scratching post a try. You can also try spraying the furniture with a deterrent spray such as the SmartyKat Scratch Not Deterrent or Nature's Miracle No Scratch Deterrent, both of which we'll have linked below. Number 5. It feels good. If you've ruled out all other reasons and just can't figure out why your cat is scratching your furniture, it might be time to break out Occam's razor. Your cat might be scratching your furniture for no reason other than because they feel like scratching. After all, scratching is an innate cat behavior. Research has found that scratching releases endorphins, or feel-good chemicals, so cats have a positive association with scratching. In other words, scratching is like a natural mood booster for cats. So it might have nothing to do with your furniture, its placement, or anything else, but that doesn't mean that you can't take steps to redirect your cat's behavior. Tip: use positive reinforcement. Since your cat's brain uses positive reinforcement to encourage them to scratch, you might want to give the same strategy a try. Positive reinforcement is one of the best ways to correct negative behaviors, as it teaches your cat to associate certain behaviors with good feelings. Even though it can be irritating and even angering when your cat destroys your furniture, it is important not to take those negative emotions out on them. Never yell at your cat or punish them, as this will not deter them from scratching in the future. It may even make it more likely. Instead, focus on the solution. Once you've provided your cat with plenty of appropriate scratching outlets, use positive reinforcement to encourage them to use these instead of your furniture. If your cat engages with the scratching post, immediately reward them with treats or affection. This teaches your cat that the scratching post is associated with the positive feelings they get as a reward. You can even try using catnip or toys to make the scratching post even more attractive to your cat. It can be frustrating when your cat scratches your furniture, especially if the damage warrants a costly replacement, or even worse, if it's an item that can't be replaced. But as you now know, it's important to keep in mind that scratching is a natural cat behavior, and there are steps you can take as a cat guardian to redirect it to a more appropriate outlet. As always, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this guide helpful, we invite you to check out one of these cat behavior videos next. We'll see you there, cat lovers.